now, I'd like to welcome Fargo City Commissioner, soon to be your next what?
Mayor.
Michelle Turnberg. Welcome to the Jay Thomas Show. It's been a while, buddy.
Thank you, Jay. It has.
Look at you're just glowing and happy as can be.
It has been crazy.
So it is official as of right now.
It is.
You are running for mayor of Fargo. That's why I said this could change many lives.
This could.
Wow.
I'm excited about it. The
Dude.
best days are still ahead.
So walk us through this process in your head with your family. I mean, you know, you got on the city commission, and I mean, you hit the ground running and tearing stuff up, man. It's like, wow. You're like a bull in a china shop. Yeah, scorched earth. And what are you, 2 years into it
And
now?
why stop now?
Exactly. 2 years in now?
Yes.
So you're like, yeah, why stop now? I'm going for the big job.
That's right.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
So you needed, what, 300? Well, everybody needs 300
Yes.
signatures to get
300 signatures. It used to be you could write a check for $100 and drop it off with your paperwork. Now you have to actually get out there and get the signatures. So
on. And we just broke the internet again.
we really?
We just tapped out, yeah. We just tapped out. So
I was wondering if that would happen.
if you're trying to listen online and you can't get on, we're trying to work on that. That happens quite often, especially when Commissioner Turnberg is on. Or let me refer, Turnberg.
Yep. Yep.
So family evidently is all on board with this. Good to go.
Yes. Yep. And let me add about the signatures. We only got 1,400.
Oh, that's it? Just 1,400?
Yeah.
Would you get that in like an hour?
It didn't. It was a fun process. That's for sure.
It's one of those due to overwhelming demand.
There we go.
Yeah, by overwhelming demand. All right, by the way, if you have a question for candidate, current commissioner of Fargo, Michelle Turnberg, now officially running for the mayor's position, June 9th, right?
That's right.
June 9th is the election. Ask her a question, 701-293-9000. Or if you got a question regarding what currently is going on, talk to the commissioner. Okay, so what's your plan?
Moving forward, well, I think I've showed from the last 2 years what my plan is. So, you know, I really want to focus on core city services.
Okay.
That means your police department. That means your fire department, your first responders, streets, water, the things that make a city run. We don't need all of these extra niche when we're $1 billion in debt. So that's very important, making people feel safe in their town again.
Core services is your number one goal. Let's just focus on that.
Yes. And, you know, I think we're on a path to where we're healing. We now have new leadership in the police department.
Yeah.
I spent 2 hours with Chief Stefanowicz on Good Friday. He's
been there, too, for over 20 years. He
Yes.
knows the department in and out, the
Yes,
city as well.
absolutely.
And all the other departments.
And I can't tell you what a difference it was to, one, not only be invited into the police department, be welcomed, and we visited for 2 hours.
Was there a big difference, really, Michelle? I mean, did you notice a huge difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about amongst the officers?
Well, I think that will take a little time. Of course, Good Friday was a city holiday, so the staff that regularly fills the police department was gone, and then you have your patrol officers who are working. But it's got to be a breath of fresh air. It was a much different era, and I think now we have a fresh start, and it's very exciting.
Email's already rolling in. Glad Michelle is running. More power to her. If she doesn't get it, does that mean she loses her commissioner seat? No, you don't. You still hang on to that.
Yes.
So how does this work? You win, you become mayor. That means your seat's up for grabs. Now, this was getting battled out amongst listeners last week. Is it a special election that you have to do for your seat, or does the commission appoint somebody?
To the best of my knowledge, there will be a special election shortly after the election.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll see how the votes came in for the city commission seats that will be available. There's a lot of city commission candidates that are running. I've actually seen a couple new ones even in the last few days that I wasn't aware of. So there will be a good number of candidates running for those positions. So this is going to be exciting.
Another email. Yes, Michelle, you've got my vote and you will be amazing. Congratulations and good luck. And I'm getting tons of these things rolling and people are, here's another one. Yeehaw. People are excited, man. So what's the difference when it comes to, I don't know if I want to use the word power. That just doesn't, but what's going to be the big difference for you being a mayor instead of a commissioner?
Well, you know what will be different? The first time in history, not only would I be the first female mayor of Fargo, which would be incredible, but this is now a full-time position.
Yeah. And it should be. It should have been a long time ago.
The city commission, if I could quantify how many hours a week I put into the city commission, and it's a part-time role, it's just unless you are independently wealthy, retired, it is a hard job to have because it requires so much time and it's very little pay.
No.
So I also balance a medical sales job that I do full-time. So it's like having two full-time jobs, but this will allow me to focus on the city and give it my full attention.
All right. So as mayor, because really the mayor, you can't just say this is done and over. You still have to go through a commission.
Yes.
So as the mayor, what, I know you said core services, but what are other things that you as the mayor are going to go, okay, we're focusing on this and we're going to figure this thing out and resolve it. Where does the deck fall, even though it's not going to be the deck anymore, it's going to be called something else, it's going to be moved. Where's that going to fall now in your list of priorities?
Well, we need to see how that funding is coming
Yeah,
along.
we still don't
It's
know about the
still
funding.
Not concrete, and it will come out of the general fund. I think that all of those services stand alone without the city getting involved. What the city is doing is putting them into one building.
Yeah.
So I would like to see that turned over to a nonprofit to be run. I think that makes the most sense.
Sure.
When we are over $1 billion in debt, we don't need to be taking on other responsibilities. So that's something we definitely need to look at. I have a lot of really good ideas. I've spent a lot of time with the police chief, with the fire chief. You know, we really need, when you have city employees that are risking their lives for us every day, we need to make sure that they're taken care of and that they have the best equipment and they're not spread so thin that we don't have enough patrol on the streets. So I know the chief has a lot of great ideas. I don't want to give everything away out of the start line, but I've got some really good ideas that I think can work well. And looking at some of the other people running, I really would like to get a conservative majority. I think we could make changes day one.
And when it comes to this needle exchange program, that is not an exchange program. I know that you've been all over this since day one. How hard are you going to push this thing to go away?
I'll keep pushing that. What's been difficult is everything, and this is another reason why I decided to run. There has been hardly any change since I've become elected. Everything has been a battle because it seems like it's always 3-2. So that has been difficult. I really think we need some different leadership. Some people have been there a very, very long time. Let's get some fresh ideas, fresh blood into the commission and breathe some life back into the city.
Fargo City Commissioner Michelle Turnberg announcing on this program, she is running for mayor. She's officially put her name in, and the election's coming up June 9th, and the emails won't stop coming in, man. People are excited. Michelle is the only candidate that will put Fargo citizens before political BS. Michelle does what's best for us and what needs to be said loud, Jay. Man, a lot of fans. There's another one. Yep, she's got my vote. I'm getting tons of those.
I love it.
Same
I love it. Well, when I look back at some of the things we did, as soon as I got elected, we got the camping ban on the agenda. That had been worked on, but not really. So I really pushed for that. We got that taken care of. That was a humongous mess with the drug camps along the river. We helped to prevent the sex offender treatment facility to be next to a women's shelter, elementary school, and residential area. I think that was really important, and we're still working on that. I've worked on so many different, from up north to down south, east and west. It's been all over the city. I know it seems like we talk about downtown a lot.
Yeah.
But that's because we've had the deck there, which
There's been
also
problems down there.
increases a lot of problems. You have the needles, you have the crack pipes, you have the boof kits. Giving those out right there, why do you think we have trouble?
My God.
So
Boofing kits.
yeah,
How bad is
can't
that?
make it up.
Another email. Great news. Tell Michelle to talk to Elle Carlson into another run for her seat if she wins. Is Elle
yes.
Carlson still around?
He ran last time, and I can't remember what place. Maybe he was fourth.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He did. That's right. He did.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk. Boy, you know, people are fed up with special assessments, and they're really fed up with these tax breaks that are handed out to, you know, businesses. Hey, we'll build this, and you give us a break for 15 years, whatever. And the latest was the Roars thing with the apartment thing, and now the city's going to get nothing because millions were supposed to go to that Roosevelt neighborhood. Now it's. So where are you at with it? I mean, I'm a person that I get it to a point. Look, you got a piece of land that's sitting here empty. It's collecting almost nothing in property taxes. Somebody's willing to come in, drop millions of dollars, and then eventually that thing is going to, you know, it's going to bring in a lot more property taxes. But doing this for 15 years, 10 years, it's ridiculous.
Well, where's my property tax break? Where's my break coming in? I just wrote out a fat check for my taxes. I'm sick of it too. I live here. My assessment went up. My taxes are going up. I'm tired of it. I've got some ideas for special assessments, which I think is something we can work with. Something else that's important that we continue is the sales tax, because that allows us to not dump a huge bill on individual residents. And that means that people that come to our city, that visit here, that come to tournaments, that come to sporting events, concerts, shopping, they also help pay for the streets, for the water,
and
for
they
the
use
infrastructure. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you are driving home, if you're going up to Hibbing, you're driving on those streets, you're going to the C-store, you're spending money at the grocery store or what have you. We want that sales tax to go back into our city. So the people that use all of our roads and infrastructure are also helping to pay for them.
The convention center, you and I don't agree on this one because I wanted it at Shields Arena.
Oh.
And the reason I wanted, am I ever going to use it? Probably not. Is it close to my town of West Fargo? Yes. But I look at it as easy access, easy in. You guys are not making any decisions on this now, right? Until a new commission and mayor is seated?
No, it may. The last meeting, I believe there was the prospect that it could come onto the city commission agenda as early as late April.
Oh, okay.
So I have to see where we are with that. Of course, the public will be notified.
Yeah.
So if it's, I mean, we're into April. What is it, the 6th today? So it could be coming. I mean, this would have to come on in May or June. And then the new commission would July 1st is when that would be
When you guys all
officially
sworn
in. My problem with that, and it's a beautiful, and I probably shouldn't speak too much about it.
Yeah.
But West Fargo doesn't have any skin in the game. So why should you guys benefit when we're putting all the money into the convention center?
But aren't we all just one big happy community?
Yeah, well.
Come on, Michelle. Where do you can you say where you'd like to see it, or you cannot?
I think it should be in a place where all of the taxes go back to Fargo, because Fargo ends up footing the bill for much more than West Fargo or Horace or, I mean, really, Fargo Cass Public Health, airport.
Wait till West Fargo puts up billboards in Fargo that says, come on over to West Fargo if you're in town for a convention and show. I'm kidding.
Well, I know. West Fargo will still benefit because you'll have people coming in. So that's good. But where people are staying, your hotel tax, yes, West Fargo puts 3%. So does Moorhead, so does Fargo into the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And that helps pay for the Convention and Visitors Bureau marketing and their organization. But Fargo puts an extra 3% for the convention center. But that is a hospitality or hotel tax.
That's
so
if you're staying
technically, it's people from out of town that are funding.
Sure, exactly. 3:52. We'll break here and let you hang out for a while, or you got a busy day going on?
I have a feeling it's going to get busier.
You think so?
This was it. I told you if and when I did decide that it would be on your show.
I love it.
Because you're such a good friend and you always have time for me. So this is it. This is the big reveal.
I love it. Yeah, people, when I put that up on social media, big announcement, people are just driving me nuts.
There are some pretty good comments on
And
there.
I'm like, no, I ain't saying anything. Hey, Jim, J. Thomas Show.
Hey, Michelle. I'm glad you're running, but, I don't get any benefit from the Fargo diversion. We've got our own, but yet I have to pay for your diversion. So I see no reason why we can't have the convention center in an appropriate place by Shields Arena. I mean, where else are you going to stick it? Over at the Fargo Dome? I mean, by downtown? Put it in the best case place possible. And you know what? Business will come to everybody.
Jim and I are going to push for this so hard, Michelle.
Well, it's handier for me if it's at Shields Arena.
It's just, I know.
And I don't have the final say on this, so it very well could go there. There's 4 finalists.
Thanks, Jim. Who has the final say? Is it the commission? It is the commission.
Yes.
All right, we'll break, do some news and weather, come back. Fargo City Commissioner Michelle Turnberg making her big announcement today on the Jay Thomas Show. She is running for mayor of Fargo. Did you ever think you'd run for this position this early? This soon? I mean, only 2 years.
Did I ever think I would be in politics?
Well, that too,
No.